oldest, and Markandeya. He's one of the kids. Dhruva, Markandeya, Prahlada, these are the kids who had gone beyond the possibility of human to divine in the human body. And so beautifully he was able to express all this. It is said that he created this temple, and it's in the Markandeya Purana itself. Swamiji says very beautifully, when you reinvent yourself and understand the higher purpose of you, higher dimension of you, why you exist here now, you will start taking up more responsibility and understanding the higher cause of what you will be doing. Here today, Swamiji told a story. Yes, ma'am, thank you. Swamiji told a story about how he was in Ramakrishna mat, and he had to take care of 10 cows every day morning. He was in charge of temple and he was in charge of Annamandir. So every day morning he went and he has to sit with the milkman where they will milk the cow, and it will take 1 hour, and he literally thought first it is a punishment for him. He uses these words. And then he sits there every single day, gets the milk and comes. He was thinking, why am I doing this? What kind of punishment is this for me? I have to sit with this milkman. Why can't he just come and give me the milk? And then he realized that amazing click happened in him. He said that even after 100 years, they are celebrating everything as per the discipline of the Adinam. There, that is the most beautiful thing. He never talks about the mind, discipline, anything, anywhere. Swamiji gives us a big breakthrough of how even after 100 years, they are celebrating their Guru, and they are celebrating their whole system, how the best Guru will like it. They don't want a milk which has added water, and they want to bring only the pure milk from the cow directly to do the Abhishekam in the morning. So understand the Ramakrishna mat in the Mylapore in Tamil Nadu really gets the cow to milk, and somebody really takes care. So he understood the dedication of how they are holding the space even after 100 years of Ramakrishna not there. So understanding that how we hold our spiritual routine really brings, he says all this, really brings the spiritual discipline to us. When we say the mind is not listening, I'm still incomplete, I'm not able to change, how can I change? I have so many problems, how is it possible? All that is because we are not integrated to our basic pillars which we need to take care. The basic pillar structure, till we get enlightened, we need that structure to hold on to us. The spiritual routine is the structure. If you hold on to this yoga, puja, satsang every single day, come what may, going on, holding on, the behavior, the patterns, the depression patterns, all that patterns which are existing simply wean off, because your space of telling the mind what to do becomes larger. The more and more you get up in the morning, in the time, especially the morning time, when everybody goes and switch off the alarm, that is when the mind literally sees how, whether you're powerful or the mind is powerful. That's exactly time we just jump out of the bed, run and do what all these spiritual routines. Simply our body starts listening. Our mind starts listening to us. So all these are designed for us to reinvent to a new person. But when we don't follow even these basic steps that is given, then how do we move forward? So the first thing is the yoga, which aligns not just the body, it aligns everything, the emotion, the mental state, everything into the cosmic geometry. The puja literally melts us to the oneness space. When we consciously get into all these things, those are the pillars. When you're really, really upset and you're like, okay, what do I do? I cannot get out of these problems. Literally, those are the ones which is telling you how supportive they are to go beyond that. They are not. We know very well patterns are not us. But then why are we falling again and again into that? Because something we have to hold on. We have never built that something. The spiritual routine is the pillar. It's the something which we need to hold on. The detox program that Swamiji is giving us, the Nirahara Samyama that he's giving us, all these are the greatest thing. Unless we are going to take it seriously and have the discipline to start living that, the pillars are not going to support you. Without the pillar, if you try to do something, and when something hits you, literally we are in the tornado. And unless you are in the middle of the tornado, you're going to get beaten right, left, center, and then you don't know where you are. And then you're lost and like, oh my God, I lost. Where did I land up? Why did I do this? That's exactly happened. Swamiji says a beautiful story. He says that after Krishna had a very good time with all the gopikas, he goes to the Yamuna river, and he goes to the river and says the river was flooding. So he just looked at the river and he said, if I'm a brahmachari, please give us all a way to go. And simply the whole river opens up. And after gopikas are looking at him, after having all the fun with us, he's telling, I am complete brahmachari. Understand, even the lust pattern does not touch Krishna. He's in such a beautiful space that he says, I'm a brahmachari, and give way, the river is giving way. That level of, he's able to be in the center of the tornado. Understand the beautiful space. Krishna, the Maha Avatar itself, he goes and does Pada Puja for Sudama. Sudama, what criteria he has? Sudama, so beautiful. He is so poor. Literally his kids are dying. His wife is dying. And he knows very well Krishna is so well off. And he knows Krishna is the Bhagavan. He is God. He can help him. But doesn't have one expectation. He only sees, I want to see how Krishna is living. He just comes and sees Krishna with his gift. One small packet of flat rice. He brings that as a gift for Krishna, who is living in a palace with all the powers, and he does not even have one iota that he has to ask Krishna, why can't you take care of me a little bit? No, you have so much of power and so much of luxury. I am suffering there. My wife is dying. My kids are dying. Can't you send something and somebody? Nothing. He doesn't even have a thought of that. He doesn't have anything. That's why Krishna does the Pada Puja for Sudama. Never heard of story. Because such a beautiful love that he has for Krishna, nothing touches him. He is in such a beautiful space. Krishna just fills him so much that next day when he goes back, he has a palace. We all speak about wealth completion. See the space of Sudama, who's really fulfilled inside, which projects us outside as wealth completion, simply has a castle created for him. These are not mythology. This is really the space how he holds for Krishna. Understand how these stories are told to us again and again, how they are able to live beyond the poverty line, beyond the all the problems they have, but they are in the oneness space with Swamiji. They are able to win over everything. Even Swamiji, with all the trouble that he's going on, with literally the trouble of not even able to be where you guys are, but still he goes on giving, only thinking about all of us. How he holds the space of just giving and showering us. That is the space when we catch it. He is a living master to enact the whole play for us. In spite of what is going on, the tornado, he's continuously living in the space of oneness with Paramashiva. He's teaching us how we need to live in just the oneness space and not keep on saying, I have this problem, I have that problem. It is your decision. If you have that problem, it's completely your decision to align yourself to that. When you have a dream, you did not get into, when you wake up, you did not decide, oh, I had a bad dream, take me to hospital. You just said, okay, that's a bad dream, and just walked off. Not even iota you had a thought about the problems. Even now, Swamiji saying, the thoughts are illusion, and all the delusion that you create out of it is causing the problem. If you can remove the illusion out of it, you are enlightened. But we are constantly, even now, we are dreaming, because that is only possessing us. We wrote the Akshay Gunas to start living, but the tornado is happening. We have not settled down in enlightenment. We are committed, but we have to grow. Sudama not even once thought why Krishna cannot help. He just held it. It's not that it happened, the castle happened immediately. He did not have any suffering because he had only Krishna inside. Even though he went through all the poverty, he understood that is what is life and he went through. But he did not have the suffering. When he went to Krishna, when Krishna saw his face, simply the abundance happened. But he did not ask Krishna, I was suffering, can't you come and take care of me? We would have literally shouted at Krishna. You are living in luxury, you call me friend, can't you take care? What kind of a friend you are? I won't talk to you, I don't like you. That is what will be going on in us. Understand the space. He just in love, pure space of love, he didn't even realize that Krishna can help and take care of his situation. What a space he would have been in. That is what is Akshay Guna. Holding on that Paramashiva is the ultimate reality. I came to celebrate only him, one and only him. See your problems, it will disappear. It won't even occur in your brain that there is a problem. It will just disappear when you reinvent yourself and take the responsibility. Unless you take the responsibility, it's going to come back and come back and come back. If you want to avoid tornado, take as much as possible. Don't think you're overfilled, overwhelmed, no time. All these components are limited cognition. You didn't come here for that. How will you get the prize if you don't know and enroll yourself to the program? You enroll yourself. All these programs are given to you. Take as much as possible. Every program will shower you. Every time you register yourself into new dimension and you take more and more responsibility, the bhava, that what you have, love for Swamiji, becomes solidified. Swamiji says, only then you start experiencing me. Only if the bhava, the love becomes real deliverables, then only you experience. Unless there is deliverable, there is no experience. It's only in air, just hypothetical, in imagination. When it becomes deliverable, Markandeya is not talking about it. He has built a temple from his siddhi and showing us even today, after thousands of years, we are able to see the deliverable and understand what kind of powers he would have had, what kind of intuition he would have had. Even 5 years from now, we don't know what we are living. After Swamiji is telling us that we are going to live as goddess, and no, I have self-doubt. Maybe this plant is not responding. It doesn't know to respond. Maybe I am not manifesting power. Even after that, we have a doubt. Markandeya, out of 2000 years back, he is able to manifest powers. Understand and what Swamiji is giving. Constantly fighting will not help. Constantly taking responsibility completely end to end. It is my project. Give it to me. I want to do it. I want to take it up. Let's see what more I can do. When I commit to that, my love for Paramashiva starts. Otherwise, where is that? What is that? I'm outside. Just me in the superficial, in lip, if I talk, I love Swamiji, I'm so dedicated, I do puja every day. No, start living it in real. He says this, micromanage everything. He took 40 projects in Ramakrishna Mission. He says, he tells the Gurukul Balasan, hey, I take 40 projects. What are you doing? Your guys are not taking anything. Come on, let's take it up. Let's do sacred arts. Let's do temple. And really the kids are doing. If you see in Kumbh Mela, the whole Kumbh Mela was done by Gurukul Balasans. They just did what Swamiji said. That's why they have so much of powers. They delivered. And the whole Ujjain was celebrating how they decorated all the deities. Amazing it was. Who was in the Kumbh Mela, you already know. Understand the joy and the love should become deliverables. Only then you yourself will respect yourself. Otherwise, you will think, what is there? I caused two people, I told her she is not taking the record. You will only be sitting with and sulking with the human mind. How you work in the Sangha, simply your life reflects outside. Sangha is like a projector. Wherever you are doing something, your life is also happening there. Wherever you're not doing, not taking creativity, not constantly, he said, you should tire your mind with no constant upgrades, expansion. And only then you will say the same thing happening in your family, in your life, wherever you want to fulfill, because he's making it as a science. He's not making it as some theory. It's agama. Literally, he's bringing that agama to your house, literally telling you from brushing the teeth to no end, you go to sleep with Abhyam Sarva Bhudebhyo, how to live. Sadashiva comes with detail. That is why he's given the Jira. Jira is really Sadashiva. If you use Jira, you all will know. You have to be in oneness with Sadashiva to enter Jira. Understand why he has created for us to experience him. You will be wondering why I enter Jira, why I take up project and I take up responsibility, I become creative. How is it reflecting? No, the joy has to be really told to the world in some words. Markandeya today created that. Otherwise, I can't show it to you. If he said, I'm also with Paramashiva and hugged one Shivalinga and sat there, nothing will be there. But such an amazing temple he has created. With generation after generation, we are going to be awed by it. Same way, there is a possibility in you. Unless you open up, how will that come out? You came down for that only, but you're not even lifting your hand. Then how is it going to happen? All of you have to really reinvent yourself, complete with all the outer world problems, which is ant size. Those can be solved by you reinventing inside how you hold yourself inside you. So we are going to project an assignment. Let's do the assignment, complete all the overwhelm, no time, depression, I cannot solve the problem, I don't understand this cognition, everything with this today. That I am Paramashiva. Swamiji is giving the ultimate space of oneness. So from this space, I'm going to discover myself, reinvent today, and take up all the possibility and manifest as Paramashiva. So unless you take it up, you will not see the higher dimensions of you. So let's complete with all the boredom, depression, anger, overwhelm, tiredness, whatever you think the Sangha activities are. Complete with everything. No more human Sangha activity. From today, you go back home only as a divine. Divya Sariri, Swamiji says. This is the word he uses for you. You become his Divya Sariri. Everything he thinks, you should be able to create that in action. So let's write this assignment. Take few minutes and then we'll come back to the sutta. Yes, ma'am, we can play the Mahavakya. If you have any questions, keep posting it in the chat. I'll respond in the chat. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Yes. Now we are going to play the sutra.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of consciousness over matter, silicon, is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं The Shastra Pramana for the power of consciousness over matter, silicon, is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत् क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत्.
Yes, thank you. So here Swamiji gives a very strong sutra, much more than the identity that he was talking about yesterday. He takes us to the deeper. He says, having fixed one's eye on a particular object, vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from the object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of the object along with the thought and impression of it. So we have to eliminate the knowledge, the thought, and the impression on it. Then he dearly calls, "Oh Devi." Whenever he says Devi, he says it's you. And then he says, "Oh Devi," one abides in Sunya, nothingness, the state where there is nothing other than this exists, which is the state of all inclusive or infinity. Here he clearly defines that when we are in the state of oneness with Sadashiva, Paramashiva, I am Paramashiva, from the nothingness space, literally like a tornado, the epicenter of the tornado is always very, very silent and quiet. Literally like that, where we connect to Swamiji, we understand the deeper and deeper inside us, the quantum space in us, how we work as an atom, molecule, electron, proton, neutron. Literally we go into the quantum space. Only if you touch the quantum space, the enlightened space, you become the infinity, because everything is quantum. Quantum is infinity. Same time it occurs in two different places and entangles. The way quantum works, we saw in the movie, the Down the Rabbit Hole, how it functions. We have to get there, and then we have a huge breakthrough. But we are not ready for that breakthrough. We are constantly worried and incomplete and all the things with limited cognition. If we are stuck with limited cognition, we can never proceed here. You have to reinvent yourself without boredom and tiredness and break that and get into the higher consciousness of nothingness inside. We are Sunya inside, restful awareness. From there, the oneness starts flowering, where you become the infinity, infinitely possible, infinite powers, infinite intelligence. This is what Swamiji tells. Only when we live in that space, we can realize that. It's like you have to go to that place to get that experience. You decide not to go to that place, then how do we experience that beautiful space? That is what is the oneness space. That is why, in spite of so many problems, Sudama is able to be in that oneness space. In spite of so many gopikas, Krishna is able to be in that space. In spite of so many things which is going on and on and on for so many years, 10 years now for Swamiji, still he's able to be there without getting disturbed. Not 1 day or 2 days, 10 years he's going through with all this religious persecution, but not even one iota of thought even for suffering. That's only because he stays in that beautiful space. How beautiful can it be if it is much more than all the suffering that we are going through? Understand, he says, Amrita, still literally the Amrita flows in you when you understand the higher cognition that you exist. Why do you, if you know that you're a $1 billion daughter or son, why would you go and suffer outside? You just swipe your card. Your card is Mahavakya. You go swiping your card, simply you will manifest powers. But you go on keep saying, no, I don't have anything, I have anything. But if you choose to live and not use the card, you're going to again and again suffer. If we decide to take up the Sangha activity, more and more deliverable, more and more we will understand how to live it. He's giving a path to live, but we don't want to take that path also. We say, no, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that. Then how do we shift? Unless you reinvent yourself that I am enlightened, from the space of Parameshiva, life happens for me. If I take a project, Swamiji is going to come and fulfill for me. I am taking it up for my expansion, not for anything else. I'm going to be very creative and go on show how much I love Swamiji through the projects that he has given. We don't have a temple to build. We have small projects to do. Only through that we can show our love and oneness that we are. How else are you going to show? If you're not doing any deliverably, then it is just becoming the what Baba you have is just words. That's all. It's not in action. Anything we have that we want, we go and do physically. It's not in words we say and just leave it. We physically go get our house. We go physically get our car. We go and get our kids. Whatever is important. But those things are only illusion and delusion. If you get yourself who you are, the ultimate oneness with Paramashiva, you will get yourself the house, the kids, everything you get added. But you go on outside searching for something which you lost inside. Come back and look in. You are the one who's searching for. You are the one who's missing the whole thing and suffering, saying I'm missing. That is why we are saying don't miss, come inside, walk, step inside, put your foot inside, take up all the responsibility, see what happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't care. We are not looking for some results and some projection of something. We are making you the result. You yourself are the result. If you transform, that is the whole purpose of the Sangha activity, not for any other purpose. Be very clear. If you understand that the oneness is more important than anything happening around you, that is the greatest gift that you can give Swamiji. Understand how you need to function. You are fulfilled here. Simply life fulfills you everywhere. That is what we have to understand. For that only we have given all these contexts, all these programs and all these dimensions for us to experience this. Whichever you get, grab that. You came down on planet Earth only for this. Not for your children, not for your family, not for your husband, not for your wife, not for your money. Those are desires which will get fulfilled only from the desire that you have, that I have to live Paramashiva. Otherwise, it is out there, it is just crazy, it is tornado. How are you going to fight a tornado and live there and say, I'm going to manifest something? No way you can manifest anything. That is what Swamiji is saying again and again. Go inside. You being in the space of oneness is the way you reinvent and cause your realities. Unless you step inside. In Gurukulam, the traditional Gurukulam, they don't ask for examination for your information. They see how much you reinvented yourself. From that, what words come out, then you are graded whether you are an Acharya or not. You are not just taken and say, oh, you know so many Upanishad, you can go teach. No. How much inside you have shifted, that much marks you get outside. That is how Gurukulam worked. Understand, it is all about how much you shift inside. Whether you walk the step and you take the all the Sangha activity, or whether you take a lift and go through Pada Puja and Tulabharam and all that, or you take the Paramashivam, go on to the program, sit with Swamiji and get enlightened. It is all for your enlightened purpose. Whether it is a Sangha activity, whether it is a Pada Puja activity, it is only designed for that. There is no other vested interest. Nothing can be got from that also. Understand? The whole science is designed for your enlightenment. There is no favorism. If you think you're doing some favor, you're doing a social service, you're in the limited cognition, you have not even understood the higher dimensions of you. If you have understood and not taken up the responsibility and saying, no, I have a self-doubt, all this is done only for me to do more work. That is what you are doing more work. You are no, we are doing ant-sized work. He is like, no, if he wants to build an ant hill, he can just come and pour one bucket and that's it, done. He is building too big for us to do anything. Yes, if you get enlightened and if you build like this, or Markandeya showed the temple, it makes sense. But what we are doing is the ant work. That's all we are doing, one by one by one. And we want to reinvent ourselves to become infinite. We are given these choices. Take up to the maximum. How to maximize? You should be running behind Jnanatma and catching her and asking her, Ma, what more, Ma? Today what to do, Ma? How much to do, Ma? Can I do this, Ma? Can I do that? Only then you can reinvent and show your love becoming solidified as real. Otherwise, again and again, this program finishes. Then again, you'll start falling back. Your powerful cognition is gone because you're not causing. Your power manifestation is gone because you're not entangling with anybody. It is going to be again the same cycle. Unless today you reinvent and take up the maximize yourself. That's what Swamiji says. Then why is he giving? And he's also doing it and showing it. Why Avatar Purush has to work 20 hours a day? Some days even 24 hours. Why he has to do that? Just to show us the Leela, how we need to reinvent ourselves, how we need to exist. He is not getting any favor by you doing or me doing. He has his Bhutaganas. He has the whole universe. If he can run the whole universe, can't he run the small Sangha with one SMKT team? He can do much better than that. But he is giving us that opportunity, so sweet. He says how the cubs bring the grass and ask him to eat. That is what our causing is. That is what our Pada Puja is. That is what we sitting in the program is. Understand, that's all we can do. But at least do that. Then only you're going to break your cycle. How are you going to? You are asking, I'm not able to break the cycle. Then we are telling you how to break the cycle. Then you're saying, no, I can't do that. Then how do you break? You ask your question to yourself. You're all mature adults. Decide, whatever comes, I will do all the work from the space I am Paramashiva. I am not going to get disturbed. I am not going to get into incompletion. I am deciding I am going to be in the epicenter of tornado. I'll not get caught into all the ups and downs. I am Paramashiva. Only from the space I am Paramashiva, I am going to manifest my life. Start standing tall. And slowly your past will wither away. Then you'll see a new future. That is what can happen. So today we are going to do the power manifestation for silicon power. So if you have a tab or you have a phone or anything, going beyond the silicon. See, every time Swamiji says consciousness is more powerful than matter. Everything is matter other than your intention to be. So let's create a very high intention. I am Paramashiva. I am the Divya Sariri. Brahmanya Bahaputratam. That is what Swamiji says. You are literally embodiment of him. So with that space, let's manifest the power and understand our powerful space, reinvent ourselves and start taking up more and more to enjoy Paramashiva. Yes, Ma, please post the power manifestation instruction. Yes, if you could get your cell phone and whichever you want to use for the power manifestation, take a screenshot of that before you start. And then we'll have the Mahavakya and the oneness.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
एक मिनट रुक तो जाओ, बीच में छोटा सा होना पड़ा है।
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहम् 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 परमशिवोऽहम् 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 परमशिवोऽहम्
One,
शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम 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 शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् 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 परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम
नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
Om Nityananda Paramashivo. Om Nityananda Paramashivo. Om Nityananda Paramashivo. Om Nityananda Paramashivo. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Rigama Rita Bamba, Rigama Rita, Rigama Rita Bamba, Rigama Rita. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yes, please go ahead and post. Check your cell phone, tab, whichever you increase the charge or whatever you had experienced, please post it. Yes, switched on. Wow, that's amazing. Phone stayed the same charge throughout. Wow. Superb. That's class. Switched on the phone. Wow. That's really cool. Phone stayed. No change. Man, that's also great. Vikas Patel, super. No change. Same charge. Yes, now you record the time before and after. Now keep it and see how many, the same time, how many charge it goes down. Charge stayed the same throughout. Mine holding 42% the whole time. Mobile shows 100% battery, even unplugged. Wow. The space is too good, I guess. Every day when we come for power manifestation, we'll charge it like this. We'll tell Swamiji, we charge only through power manifestation days. We don't believe in any cords or anything. No, that's how we should start living. Then only get down to by 4% charging. Literally without all possibility, only I run this. Silicon is the best power I like to demonstrate. Every day I have to demonstrate. Otherwise, I cannot run the sessions. Yes. 4, get down only 4%. Yes. Yes, dropping, we don't know how your cell phone works, but charging, that is beautiful. Out, tab, off, but the time Mahavakya, the overcharge decreased. That's excellent. The tab was fine, then great. Same charge, didn't go down. Usually it goes down quickly. Laloma, super. Just take a shot. See, when you're doing this, you would have taken a screenshot. Take a normal screenshot, what happens in 5 minutes. So you can compare what happened now, even in 5 minutes, how fast the charges drop. The charges are not dropping. Just see, it has to drop or it has to increase. Something has to happen. It can't stay the same way, right? So take a screenshot of that when it's dropping after 5 minutes and you'll know exactly how it's behaving. Superb. This is the real manifestation. See, consciousness over matter, how we exist beyond all these which is outside. Again and again, I'm telling, do not think you cannot create people, Paramashivom, you cannot cause. Life happens to you. You don't have to chase life. If you shift inside, life just happens and fulfills all your desire. The only thing we need to do is shift and go inside. The seer, more and more and more. The seer, more and more life happens outside us. If you go outside and say there is problems, yes, it is a tornado. It's getting crazy tornado. Higher and higher powerful tornado is what is going on. There is no point in looking outside and saying why I don't understand. Look inside where you are without tornado, without any thoughts, where you can be in oneness with Swamiji. If you're a peaceful warrior inside, life happens for you outside. That's a nice movie. I don't know if you guys watched. We play all these things in Engineers. So whatever kids, I just shared the same thing with all of you. The phone battery lost only 1 point at the beginning, power manifestation, and then same charge. Superb. Yes. If you have any question, you have anything, let me know. I think from tomorrow, there's going to be only Swamiji's session. And after that, you can come to Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Powers. Of course, Jnanatma is there. She's going to guide you all. So if you have anything, you can ask me now. Please fill the form. Only 40 people have filled the form. If you fill the form, we are going to sort out all the forms together and merge it and see how you have literally taken the whole program, how serious you attended it and how serious you took it, and all the detail will be going through to the Mahants and all, whoever Jnanatma decides probably. So please fill the forms. Do not miss the forms. Yes, Ma, thank you so much. And please post all these great things. If you have a photo in Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Power page. So we are collecting all the power manifestation out there. That's a really nice space. When you read it, somebody reads it, simply they should start manifesting powers. That's how it should be. Hey, this book, when I go through this, I feel that, right? Exactly. So I see so many power, I'll just, okay, now onwards, I'm going to charge my phone only by consciousness. Literally living that space of oneness. If Sudama can do it, if Krishna is doing it, Swamiji is doing it in human body, we can also create the wealth, health, and happiness and bliss. If they can do it and they don't have doubts, they do everything what is possible, I can also do it. Copy them. You are Swamiji. Live like that as Swamiji. Don't become anything else. I am Swamiji. That's what Swamiji gave the word for Gurukul Balasans. Go and tell, I am Swamiji. I can manifest any power. I can live any way I want. Literally ultimate. I am infinite. So that's how you're going to live from today. No question of no time, no possibility, nothing occurs from your mouth. Okay, that's so beautiful. Any other question? Any other sharing? Anybody wants to share some
I
experience?
just wanted to announce.
Yes, thank you, Ma.
Yes. So today will be today is the 10th day of our 11-day training, and tomorrow, so beautifully it is aligned that Swamiji is giving a live satsang, which probably will kind of happen during this session time also. Because the session starts at 8:30, satsang typically starts at 7:30 and typically overflows into 8:30. So tomorrow's session, we are actually going to merge with the live satsang itself. So there will not be a separate session on Zoom. It's like a last day, Swamiji is coming to bless all of us after going through a 10-day continuous training. So it looks like it's a blessing in disguise. So it was not planned that way. Obviously, we didn't plan it that way. Source obviously had planned it that way. So tomorrow the session is going to be, we will not be having a session. Today will be the last session, and tomorrow please come for the live satsang. And from tomorrow every day we will be having the live satsang. So the best training, of course, we can have is directly from him. So come for the live satsang. And the department leads group that we have, I hope most of you have joined that WhatsApp group. If not, please do, because I'm going to be using that as the main channel of communication, because we are going to be having meetings, regular meetings, and I'm planning a department-wise meeting, which means like, for example, if you're a lead for a temple, then all the leads of all the zones, temple leads of all the zones will be having a meeting on specific day where we'll be discussing specifically about temple. If you are a lead for causing, then all the leads of all the zones for causing will be having a meeting on a specific day. So I will be putting those meeting announcements in the WhatsApp group. Okay, and just an interesting or a surprising announcement also, Swamiji may also be joining many of these meetings. So I will not be telling now which meeting he will be joining, but many of the Sangha meetings, Swamiji himself said he will be overseeing and participating and conducting those meetings himself. So get ready for a blast, and we have an exciting way to go. So the next steps from here is watch out for the meeting announcements in the department leads group, because these days emails have become kind of obsolete. More so, it is more from a WhatsApp group I'm going to be using as the main channel of communication in terms of when the meetings will be and how we can take it going forward. However, each of you do know which of the departments that you are specifically leading. So discuss with your Mahants and start the work. Most of you have been a part of Sangha for quite some time. This 11 days just to reset our cognition, revive and make us remember who we are and for what purpose we are aligning to the Sangha. So with this, let's get started. Do not let the postponement pattern or any other pattern come in the way. After this 10-day intense training, start the work immediately, and we will also be posting the meeting updates in the group and giving specific trainings for those of you who need to get started. But the best training is the cognitive shift that I am Paramashiva. With that shift, you don't need any training, because the cosmic intelligence will tell you what you need to do the next step. So we have enough intelligence awakened in us to get started right away. So please have that same spirit and get started. I'm available on WhatsApp if you need any kind of a specific guidance. Talk to your Mahants, talk to your zonal team. Let's get started. And watch out for the meeting announcements in the department leads group. And let's keep the leads group clean, in the sense that only messages which are applicable for all of us, please put it in that group. Because if the message gets over bombarded with a lot of other messages, then the main important announcements may get missed. So if you have anything specific which is applicable to the whole group, please post it. Otherwise, just wait for the announcements in that group. So that way we can utilize that group space effectively and use it for important communications. Okay. And I once again want to thank each and every one of you for making yourself available, signing up as leads, and allowing Swamiji to flow through each and every one of you. And it is going to be an exciting journey, and let's go through that together. And once again, thank you so much. I know the courtyard training sessions that we scheduled may not have been convenient for for a few of you. It could have been late nights or early morning, but in spite of that, we have had a consistent attendance of more than 110 people pretty much every single day. So it's not a joke, and that just happens because of your commitment to realign every time. So I really want to, on behalf of Nityananda Sangha and Kailasa, I want to thank each and every one of you for one, making yourself available, to being awake late night or waking up early morning or even during the work hours, making yourself available for this, for realigning, for allowing Swamiji to realign each of our context. And it was a great learning experience for me also. And I really want to thank Ma Advait, because the minute I asked her, she said, yes, Ma, let's do it. There was not 1 second of saying, oh, one more session. I'm already conducting 7 sessions now. This is the 8th session you're asking me to conduct. Not even 1 second. She said, Ma, let's do it. So, that's the space that really got this whole training together, because we just planned this whole training in like 5 minutes. I went and spoke to Madhvait, and Madhvait is like, okay, I called her, I spoke to her, and she's like, yeah, let's do it. And the whole training got manifested like that. So with that space, I really want to thank all of you, and let's work together. We have a whole 7 billion people to reach out to, and of course, a lot more aliens that we are yet to see with our eyes, which we can see with our third eye. So we have a lot more of the beings, manifest and unmanifest, to reach out to. So let's start. Okay? Yes, Ma. Yes, Madhvi. That's all I wanted to share.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ma. We'll end with the Purna Mantra. Surrender all our powers, Shaktis, to Swamiji's Paduka. When the Shaktis are surrendered, it becomes the Buddhi. More and more intelligence happens to us. So let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye, and end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadrishyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purname Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, all the Paramashivas.
Thank you, Ma.
Yes. See you all in 40th session.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Ma.
Nityanandam. Thank you, Jnanatma, for a greatest opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Madhvait.
everyone.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Magnanatma.
Love you, Ma.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you, Nityanandam.